Wall Street Journal this week broke a story about your deal with BBC News, where you're going to launch a SVOD product in 2020 that's going to be based on natural history. And you had a quote in there that I thought was interesting. It said, "Why can't we be the Netflix of golf? Why can't we be the cycling Netflix?" Tell me about the deal and sort of what you meant by that.
Sure. We were a great nonfiction company, and we were doing very well. I was there for about 7 years, and about 5 years ago, we had taken Discovery and Animal Planet and Science and Investigation Discovery all around the world. We were doing great. And the business, at that time, it really felt like it was always going to be on the TV set. And so our industry was like a train track, and we just had to put as many cars as we could on that track and make them as wide as we could and go as fast. But all of a sudden, 5 years ago, it became pretty clear that people are going to be able to watch whatever they want, whenever they want to watch it, on whatever device. Or at least we saw that. And we asked ourselves the question, all right, we've built up a very good business, our market share has grown. How good is our content if people could watch anything? And we actually used for the first time, how good is our IP? Because our content was always a show that went on a channel. And it moved us in a journey to be with you guys. Because we started looking at content as IP, and we asked the question, what would people watch when they'd watch anything? And then we, over the last 2 years, have asked the next level question, which is, what will people pay for before they'll pay for dinner? And it's, you know, the old model was you can be the fourth or fifth choice in a channel. And so we started gravitating toward IP that people are really passionate about. We didn't really know exactly what we were doing, but we said, you know, let's buy Eurosport. And let's buy all the majors in tennis. Let's buy the cycling. Because we thought, if the industry really starts to decline or if things change significantly, we'll own all the cycling. There's always going to be cycling fans. We can model that out. We'll get it to them somehow, but they'll love it. There's always going to be people that want to see tennis. And then we went and got the Olympics for the same reason. So we started to look at the world through IP. That's how, which we'll talk about in a little while, we did this great and I think very innovative deal with Jay Monahan, where we're taking the PGA Tour everywhere in the world outside the US, and then we went ahead and did a pretty attractive deal for, I hope, for both of us with the European Tour and Tiger. But it's all this same simple question. What do we own that people will be delighted by and that they would pay for, and every month they would say, I have to have it? And so when we looked at natural history, we said, okay, we have a great natural history library. We have Discovery, we have Science, we have Animal Planet. We're in 200 countries in every language. But we looked over our shoulder, and everywhere we went was the BBC. And then we thought to ourselves, the best of what we've ever done has been with the BBC. Planet Earth, Life, Walking with Dinosaurs, Woolly Mammoth. We did all those together. They have almost 100 years of experience and a library in doing great natural history. And we have over 30 years. And so we really approached that as an IP deal. I sat down with Tony Hall and said, we want to own that IP everywhere in the world. And we structured, I think, a very attractive deal for both of us. But we now own all those titles. And when I look at that library, you know, for Bob Iger, he does a deal where he gets Star Wars or Marvel library, and he looks at that as, you know, I can create spin-offs and series. This IP is going to nourish me, and I'm going to be able to create huge audiences because they're going to know they want to see Spider-Man or Batman, or they want to see the next Star Wars. We look at Planet Earth and Frozen Planet and Walking with Dinosaurs and Woolly Mammoth and Life, and we say, we own those now for more than the next decade. And you know, in 12 or 18 months, we'll launch the next Planet Earth everywhere in the world. And it's really this journey toward IP. And the surest IP in the world, I think, is you guys. Because we all grew up loving sports. We don't love all of them. But when we love a particular sport, we want to know everything about it. We want to know everything about the players. And that's what we're trying to plug into.